When you live on a boat and do the things that I do, i.e. making videos online, getting internet is a major problem. I'm taking my phone and I'm hoisting it up the mast because that's the only way I can get a signal. Well, that's what I'm hoping for anyway. Does it work? We'll see. Do we have anything? Do we have anything? Do we have anything? No. Nothing. As with tradition, got the second cup of coffee on the go, making that now. When that's done, we are gonna go. Gonna get out of here. All the instruments are on and we're nearly ready. The cover is off the helm station. Self-steering gear is all rigged up. I've got the mainsail ready to pull up. As you can see, we've got a little bit of breeze. Gonna hoist this while we're at anchor. It makes it a lot easier because we're facing into the wind and that should go straight up. And we've got plenty of room here. There's no one near us. Okay, let's see if we're lucky today. Morning, Parkinson. Whoa, that took a couple of turns. Normally it's like blow, blow, brum. That went blow, 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 brum. Whoa, okay. You alright? Yeah. Alright. We're leaving now. The wind's picking up, which is good. We need the wind, but not like the wind we've been having. You know, 30 knots in this anchorage. Didn't get to do any diving, didn't get to do any snorkeling. It's cold, it was windy as heck. Now it's windy and rainy, grey, and it's very sad. I've dreamed of coming to this place, this area, since I was a kid and diving here. And it ain't gonna happen. And that's just down to the weather. I can't do anything about that. And it looks bloody awful. I'm crapping myself. I've got 30 miles to do and then I'm going to end up anchoring next to a rock in the middle of nowhere. And there's some big nasty winds coming again and I'm crapping myself, but I had to get out of there. Kind of proud of myself at the moment. This is the last headland, making it the last step towards the north and the top of Australia. That's still about another 200 and something miles to go. We're not over yet, but this is the last major headland. It's kind of a step on the way up to the top, and we're just about around it now, and hopefully we'll be out of this sea, although it is forecast really bad in a couple of days time. So I'm heading for a hidey spot right now. Meanwhile, I've got my left leg bandaged up as I normally do during the day these days, and this one's got tape on there because the cut that I got the other day is sore. Although it was closed up, I think I've got some dirt in it. It's stinging and hurting. So got the headland there, some rocks there, a marker buoy there, more rocks there, and we're doing 7 knots. This is a bit scary. I was trying to clean the wound in my foot because I got something stuck in it and it's hurting like heck. It's a little bit scary, but it is adventurous. I just want to get past these rocks, then I can maybe take some sail down. I've got too much sail now. Heading for one of those islands over there. That's the plan. I'm at this island, there's a passage there, and then there's another island. I need to be behind that one over there. But yeah, I've got to hook round the back of the island, and I hope there we'll get paradise. I hope it's going to be quiet because I've had enough of this. It's been a long, long day, but I'm proud we've got this done. This is brilliant. That's better, that's better. Close, but not too close. We're going to end up over there. It would be a spectacular end though. Yeah, it's a beautiful place to die. I've been on the helm now since 7:30 this morning. I'm getting burnt, but it is so beautiful here. It's still blowing like this on this side of the island. It's nuts. I've no idea what the speed is. I've only got one tiny sail. I'm trying to get up into the sheltery bit, if there is such a thing. And this is supposed to be the best storm hole in the area, and I know there's some bad weather coming, so that's why we're here. And at last I found myself a quiet place to stop round the back of the island. This was going to be a good place to shelter from the coming bad weather. Made friends with a guy that's over there in a fishing boat. Yeah, he's a fisherman, so he didn't elaborate, just strong wind warnings. So I'll go see him tomorrow. I think he's not going out, he's a small boat. A couple of other big fishing boats were here going out. And I don't, there are no safe anchorages for the next 80 miles going up. Just day anchorages in mild weather. It's still blowing on and off here now. We'll see what tomorrow brings, but I think I'm going to be here for a few days. And he just said, can you see the crocodile on the beach? There was a big crocodile on the beach over there. From here it just looked like a log, but apparently it was a crocodile. It's gone now, so I guess he was a crocodile. I actually ended up being behind that island for at least a week. I couldn't go ashore because, of course, Mr. Crocodile was on the beach most of the time. Then the weather changed and it was time to move on. I'm glad I'm passing downwind of it. It looks a bit naughty up there. Look, there's a tiny tree living on it. That has to be the world's loneliest tree. How it survives out there on rock in the middle of the sea, I have no idea. Think back in the day, these reefs were definitely ship killers. You'd never have known that was there. There is a sand spit, but this is low tide now. High tide, all of this is underwater, and of course the light beacon is something new. But yeah, you'd never know it was here. I'm hoping that this chart is right, and I've got enough water under my keel as I pass. But we're just surrounded by beauty. It's just awesome. It's like a big amphitheater of islands and beaches and things like that. And bearing in mind, this is in the middle of nowhere. Then after another long, exhausting day, it was time to anchor, but I made a slight miscalculation with the depths. And it's sundown, anchor is down. And we're anchored quite a long way from the shelter of the shore. It's my fault. Not often I hit the ground. I've done it a few times before. It was mud, so no problem. And it was just a thin bar of sand or mud, and the tide's coming up. All we had to do was wait. In the end, she bounced herself off with the help of Perkinson, so we were okay. But it means I have to be super careful because we've got big tides. It's big spring tides at the moment. Big ups and big downs. So I've stopped in about 5 meters of water as it is now. The water's already come up a fair bit, so I'm hoping that when it goes down in the middle of the night, I'm not going to hit bottom again. But this is as close as I can get ashore, so it'll have to do. Just clean up the mess, and my day is over. But we did manage to get here before it got dark. So. Now a quick history lesson. This is Captain Bligh. Everybody knows who he is. He was the captain of the Bounty, and we all know about the mutiny on the Bounty. Bligh was set adrift in a small boat, and the mutineers then took the Bounty to Pitcairn Island, where they settled.
Bligh and his followers then made a monumental small open boat trip thousands of miles back to safety. The 29th of May 1789, Bligh and his men were dying of thirst and exposure when they came across an island and they landed on its beach. This is that beach. They named it Restoration Island because obviously it restored their health. The water and food they found there enabled them to continue their journey. But now the island is known for a slightly different castaway who still actually lives on the island.
It's a proper old shipwreck, this. Don't think this boat is going to be floating anywhere anytime soon. We're going to meet the owner of this boat in a minute. He's got a story to tell. Oh yeah. It's a shame to see an old wooden boat like this in this state. This is, I don't know, I'll find out how old it is, or was.
The person that owns the boat and all the beach art, as I like to call it, is David Glasheen. This is him. When he was younger, he made a lot of money and then lost it. Things weren't going too good for him, so he decided just to give it all up and go live it on a desert island. Then he wrote a book and has since been known as the Millionaire Castaway. 25 years later, he's still here. I admire people like David, a man living his life on his own terms. As I look back when I left, I saw him standing on the beach and I felt a pang of sadness. Wish I could have stayed.
So Dave, he's a really interesting guy, written a book about his experiences of life, and now he lives on an island. It's a beautiful place. I'd love to live there. Really would. I'm on deck because the guys who just called from the island there's a crocodile somewhere between me and them. Yeah, I think they're on the beach having a sundae and they're like, there's a crocodile. It ran off into the water and it started swimming out towards me, but I haven't seen it.
Have to explain, there's another couple of people living on the island apart from David. They're a management team and helped me out while I was there. And yes, that is the crocodile. Huge. Not to make light of it, these animals, especially one the size of this fella, are super, super dangerous.
Thanks to the guys on the island, I managed to get some internet and tell my friends and family where I was and that I was safe, because I haven't had any internet now for about 3 weeks and they wondered where I was. Ship's all ready for sea. All I have to do now is have a cold one, something to eat and get some sleep.
By the next morning I was back on passage, making my way up the east coast of Australia, right to the top of the Great Barrier Reef. It was a little bit lumpy.
Thing is, with these waves, they're coming on the side. The wave buster up. I think this is about as close as I've anchored to a piece of land in a long time. It doesn't get much closer than this. We're at sea super early. The sun's just come up. And the reason for that is we've got a long way to go. But it's a special day today. It's an awesome day. Today's the day we finally, all being well, reach the top of Australia.
This is the last day going north. After this we go west towards home, really. So yeah, it's quite an emotional day. This has been hard work, really hard work. It's been gruesome at times, but we're getting there. It seems an age ago since I left Bundaberg, and I think it was about 3 months it's taken me to do this trip. Most of it's been hiding from foul weather. Well, I got so used to this, I can feel it when they're going to come. Okay, pour the milk in and have my coffee. Left Bushy Islet back there. Yeah, Bushy Island, Bushy Islet, whatever they call it. I stayed on Bushy last night. There's lots of room for dirty jokes on that one. Right. Yeah. Well, just give me out my coffee, please, and then we can play Rough Seas. Yes, the last day going north. I got a friend coming with me here, going through what it's like a tidal race kind of thing. In between there. Oh, here you go. Look. Hello. Hello, Mr. Friendly Dolphins. It is down as being a bumpy place to be. That over there is the very end of Northern Australia. That's the York Peninsula, the very end of it. That marks the end of my journey north. There, that's probably the last bit of barrier reef I'm going to see. Right at the top, Cape York. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and thank you so much to my patrons for their incredible support on this channel. Thank you so much. For real-time updates, I'm on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter X. Until next time, take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon. Ciao.